There is no excuse for no air support in Star Wars Battlefront. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Zurai, and welcome to your daily escape. Now, today I want to discuss the huge need for air support in Star Wars Battlefront. In any game mode that you play, whether it's Walker Assault, Supremacy, or Turning Point, I really feel like people ignore the aircraft or space or the ship pickups. Too often do I see a ship pickup, and I'll see 2, 3, maybe even 4 of my teammates run right past it. Now, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of those people are playing the objective. They're going to capture a point. They're trying to activate the uplinks and so on, and that is the primary objective. I also will acknowledge that there are some people who know that they don't know how to fly a ship and are leaving it up to someone who's actually practiced being a pilot. And my respect goes out to those people who know their limits. And the premise of this video is to talk to those people. I want to encourage Battlefront players to learn how to use ships, whether it's an X-Wing, a Y-Wing, your Interceptor, or your TIE Fighter. People need to get out and learn how to use those because they are amazing tools and they will turn the tide of the match. So, to get practice, I mean, I know all of us have flown it. I mean, this is Star Wars, for Pete's sake. We've all wanted to fly something and shoot around, and maybe you were a bit intimidated at first. You didn't know your controls, you didn't know what the icons meant. Maybe you tried playing and you got shot down, whether it's by someone on the ground or another ship. I definitely started out horribly when I first started piloting these ships in this game, and did not do well at all. And so I hesitated. I stopped playing with the ships. But then I started playing Fighter Squadron, and that's what really got me into it. I found out that you can actually easily pick up the mechanics and figure out what the icons mean. And so I encourage everyone watching to try out Fighter Squadron because it's a excellent game mode. You fight against a lot of AI, so it's easier, and you fight against other players. So you pick up how to play, how to fly, and just don't give up. Don't give up. Keep trying. Fighter Squadron's a good mode to get into, and I know there's a practice mode that's single player. So play some Fighter Squadron. It doesn't take long. Between 5 and 7 minute games. So play a couple matches a day, and you'll start to pick it up. Now take that same skill and then turn it around and apply it in Walker Assault, in Turning Point. You'll by this point you'll know how to slow down, you'll know how to speed up, you'll evade, you know how to roll, to pitch, to corkscrew, whether you should speed up or have a shield activated, and how to activate your missiles. And take those skills and apply them to the other game modes. And the reason I say this is me and a friend were playing Turning Point, and this is where the true power of a good pilot is demonstrated. He and I were playing, and he jumped into a speeder right away in Turning Point and did not die or get out of that speeder for the entire rest of the game. And he was like 36-0 or 33-0. I have the scoreboard on screen right now, and it was just ridiculous. He died 0 times, and he put the pressure on the opposing team. He basically killed the entire team 1.5 times or 2 times. Like he dealt enormous pressure, and he was number 1 on the scoreboard. So that tells you how strong this type of pickup, the potential you have with a ship in one of these game modes. That I will dare say that is more powerful than a hero pickup. When you know what you're doing, when you know how to fly up into the sky, turn around, head towards the ground, slow down, and pick people off. Now, this strategy I first heard about from a friend of mine, Matt, who is a excellent player and has been kind of giving me some tips here and there. And I've been working on this strategy and working on my technique to get better. And my friend Trent, whose scoreboard I displayed earlier, has been perfecting this and did extremely well on that game round. So don't underestimate getting into a ship. Now when you get into a ship, you want to prioritize your targets, okay? You don't want to just go straight for kills down on the ground. You want to prioritize who you target. So in my opinion, I would prioritize other ships. Okay, if you're in a Y-wing, you want to target all the other TIE fighters and interceptors because they're the ones that are most likely to kill you. So get all other enemy aircraft out of the way. Okay, once you're done with that, if you're playing the game mode Walker Assault and they're vulnerable, go for the walkers. Just swoop in, shoot the walkers, and do a lot of damage. In fact, besides other rockets, ships do the most amount of damage to walkers. If you can swoop in, slow way down, swoop in, shoot them a bunch, and then fly off and turn around and come back, you'll do a lot of damage to walkers. So prioritize enemy aircraft, then walkers, and then you want to prioritize ground artillery, whether that's turrets on the ground or ATSTs. And my strategy for targeting ATSTs is they have a weak point in the very back of the rotating module on the ATST. So I like to swoop in from behind an ATST or from on top of an ATST, and I usually use my missiles to take them out. If you take out the ATST, you will relieve so much pressure for your team so they can focus on other players and the objectives. Because ATSTs do an extreme amount of damage. Now, I will caution you, I generally try not to approach an ATST from the front, because at that point, you're a straight shot, and for you to do damage to them, you have to be going slow and steady. And at that point, they can take you out with their guns and missiles. So I try not to approach from the direct front. I may come at a steep angle from the front, but at that point, I'm hoping that I'm not, grabbing their attention, that they're focused on other people. So once you take out turrets and artillery, then at that point I focus on control points, uplinks, anything your team is trying to capture, whether you're on the Imperial side or the Rebel side. I focus on the control points. Usually there's a large group of people fighting over those points, or you'll have people clumped up. After that, if you're just playing like an elimination type round, I just focus on clumps of people. I just find where there's dots running across, I go and I swoop, I slow down, and I just fire. Pay attention to your reticle being highlighted in yellow. Sometimes you won't see a person, but if it's yellow, that means there's a person there. And so just keep shooting, and usually you'll get splash damage kills and the like. So this is what that video is about. I just want you guys to don't ignore the speeder or TIE fighter pickups. Leave them behind for better pilots if you're not confident with yourself. And I want to encourage you guys to improve your skills in the single person tutorial and on Fighter Squadron game mode. It's a lot of fun. You'll learn how to pilot and how to transfer it into other game modes, and really lay on some heavy pressure for the other team. Like I said, I haven't succeeded a whole bunch, but I've easily gotten 15 kill streaks with an aircraft, or 20 kill streaks with a ship. So, and I would say that is stronger and more supportive than some heroes in the wrong hands. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to me talk. I just, whenever I have any tips or tricks or anything that I've been mulling about in my mind, I want to relay those strategies to you guys, just to get a little bit deeper into multiplayer PvP strategy. A lot of guides that I've seen haven't gotten that deep, and so here I am. This is just what's on the brain. Let me know if it's helpful at all. This video is running a little bit long. I'm going on to 10 minutes, but appreciate you guys checking this out. Please give the video a like if you found this helpful. Let me know how you guys do. Is everything I'm saying just crap? I mean, if it is, let me know so I can actually see what works and what doesn't. From my personal experience and friends' experience, this strategy is proven if you practice. And I really appreciate you guys. Give the video a thumbs up if it helped. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.